and welcome to this week's edition of The Olive Tree, which today comes from Bethlehem in the West Bank. I'm Julia Fisher, and my guest is Salim Zeidan, Director of the House of Hope, a home for blind people and those with special needs. Salim retired from teaching to take on this role. He was born in Beit Jalla, a suburb of Bethlehem. As we sat in his office in the late afternoon while the children were playing outside his window, he shared his story.
My father born in Colombia, but he is from Beit Jalla, and my mother from Lod, near Tel Aviv. And I have 2 sisters and 4 brothers. My smaller sister is died, and my older brother is died. I am married. I have 3 boys. The biggest one is graduate from Italy, and the second one graduate from Bethlehem Bible College, and he stay in United States in North Carolina. And my smaller one is still single, and he's a director for the Shepherds Society under the Bethlehem Bible College.
Now, you have been a teacher for all your working life.
Yes, I am a teacher. I teach Christian education and I teach sport.
And have you always lived in Bethlehem?
Yes. I stayed 2 years in Spain with my uncle.
But you decided to stay here. Many Christians have left Bethlehem, but not you. Why is that?
This is my land, where I born. Why I left my country? This is my country. My house is here, my family is here, my friend is here, my work is here, and my friend from England in the United States came to help us here. Why I left my country, and many people from outside my country come to work as a volunteer here.
So you taught for many, many years. Now you've come to be the director at the House of Hope here. What's the story behind the House of Hope?
House of Hope started in 1963 by a lady. Her name is Maylada, for the blind people. And when the first Intifada, they closed Gaza. Many people came from Gaza before 1989. And because no more blind people here, they opened another section for special need. And I think when the House of Hope starts, this house is not for me, not for my Lad'a, not for any people, not for the board. This house, God built this house for these people, because these people need love, and I'm happy. I'm very happy because I work here, because when I graduate from Bethlehem Bible College, the teachers teach us to help all the people, and for me, these people, they need the help.
So a typical story would be that the people, the children you've got here, many of them have been here for years. They're all blind, or they have special needs. Are they from families in the area?
Yeah. Most of them, all of them have family here from the West Bank. From Hebron, from Ramallah, from Nablus, from Bethlehem, from Jericho, from all the West Bank. There is family. But I'm sorry to tell you, the family, it's shame from the children, and they didn't like to go home. But we send them home every month in the end of the month for 3 days to stay with the family.
So are some of them from a Christian background and others are from a Muslim background?
Yeah. In House of Hope, there is Muslims and Christians. But the society, the organization is Christian. Every day in the morning, we have devotion, we read in the Bible, and after that, we have time to pray.
How many children can you accommodate here?
Yeah, now we have 12 boys and 7 girls. We don't have many rooms for other kids, but we have place for day school. But for boarding section, we don't have. But because we open in new classes, we have 2 workshop for brooms and for olive wood. We teach the student to make olive wood and to brooms and many things.
Can you tell me a typical story of one of the people here?
Yeah, I tell you a story about a lady. She stay with us here. This is the home for her because his family in Jordan. Sister Violet, she's blind lady, and she starts to study here in House of Hope. And when he finished the high school, he got to the university, Bethlehem University, and she graduated from English, and minor is education. And now she's the teacher for the blind kids. She's blessing for House of Hope. She's a good lady. And the other story, there is a man who teach the boys how to make the brooms. His name is Abu Khalil, Hassan Abu Khalil. And he started to work in the workshop here in 1965, after 2 years from the established House of Hope. And he's a good man. He's sick, he's poor, but he very, very good man. And he knows the Bible, and he pray, and he knows everything about the Christianity. I love him.
So both of those teachers, the English teacher and the teacher that teaches the woodwork and making brooms, they're both blind themselves.
Yeah. Both of them is blind. And they live here with our kids.
Now, when it comes to the children, you say that it's a shame on the family if they have a child who is not perfect, if there are special needs in some way or they're blind. Is there a high number of children like this? How big is the problem?
Yeah, there is many people blind and special need, but in Bethlehem area there is many organization or society to take care with him. For example, there is a school in Beit Jalla for the blind people, just blind people, and his mind is good. They go to the school to learn like a normal people. And there is 2 organizations in Beit Jalla too. For example, Life Gate and Yamima, they take care for the special need people. And all of this organization is Christian organization.
So there are many children requiring this sort of care.
Yeah. But most, the organization I tell you about it, they took the children from all the West Bank, from all Palestine, not just in Bethlehem area.
It must be very challenging running this house week by week. What are the challenges that you're facing?
Palestine is a bad economic now. And people overseas, they don't send money like before. We need donation to our House of Hope. The other things is there is a big problem for the water. Water not every day, not like the countries, every day we have water. maybe sometime 1 week, sometime 2 weeks, no water. And electricity is expensive. This is the very important things. Food, God bless this house, and God give our house is food. People give food for House of Hope. Thank God for that. And that's it. That's it. No more.
So basically, you're trusting God to run this house.
Yeah. God take care with this house. Really, every day we have miracle for this house. Every day, and every day we pray to God make a miracle for this house. Sometime we need something and we don't have any money or anything from where they bring these things, and God suddenly we sent for us what we need. Praise God.
You've been listening to Salim Zeidan, director of the House of Hope in Bethlehem, sharing his story. The Olive Tree Reconciliation Fund is a Christian charity based in the UK that supports the needs of both Jewish believers and Arab or Palestinian Christians living in Israel and the wider Middle East. If you'd like to know more about our work through our bi-monthly newsletter, including news about our upcoming tours, please either visit our website www.olivetreefund.org or write to me, Julia Fisher, OTRF, PO Box 402, Billingshurst, RH14 4BQ in the UK. Meanwhile, join me at the same time next week for another story from the Olive Tree. Until then, goodbye.